sunshine, my only sunshine. Yeah, you seem like a grown woman. Yeah, you seem like something that's my speed. So I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. Yeah. You like you got a bright future ahead of you. Claro que sí, mi amor. Got for it though. You good, man. You good, man. Okay, thanks. Hey, how y'all doing? How you doing? What's up? I'm good. My name's Shakira. Shakira? Yes. Shakira. Do you know any R&B?
Dating guys and shoot you.
Who's your favorite R&B artist in the 90s?
Genevieve. 90s? Ooh, I'm gonna go with Destiny's Child.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
2000? I mean,
it is 90s too. But if you want me to go back, Genuine for sure.
Genuine?
Yeah.
Genuine?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Genuine, okay. Yeah, you lit right now, ain't you? You lit right now? Like you lit?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I could be litter.
You could be litter? Hotel? Okay. What's your name again, my phone?
Shakira.
Shakira. Okay.
Kind of made it as well. Where are you from?
I'm from Maryland.
Maryland? Okay, cool.
Hey, Cam. I ain't gonna lie, this Cam type. I ain't gonna lie. I want everybody to like look sweet and shit. No,
You good.
Yeah. That's your real hair and shit?
Of course.
Beautiful hair, yeah.
Thank you.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
You want to see it?
What is it?
It's like that, yeah.
It's scary. I don't know what you're talking about. For real. You're fucking with me. There's nothing there.
How old are you?
28.
Yeah. I keep it.
Okay, she good. She made it to the next round. Let me my next lady.
Hey y'all.
What's up?
How you guys doing?
Great.
Y'all looking good.
I appreciate that.
What's your name? Pressure.
Pressure?
Yeah, the one and only.
Why they call it?
It's on private.
Private?
It's on private.
Oh, it's something private?
Yeah.
Oh, it's something
We can talk about it outside.
Oh, it's up? Yeah, that is something. Yeah. Pressure. Where you from?
New Orleans.
New Orleans. You know how to cook?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Do what you was going to do. No, you just halfway chicken.
You can tell. You know.
Wow. He got what it did.
Porque don't know why to watch. Right.
Greatness isn't reserved for the few. Greatness isn't handed to you. Greatness is in our women who wear green and gold, who compete for the country, for the girls who dream of follow.
So one day, suddenly, boom, there's a massive earthquake underwater. And that earthquake sets off a series of tsunamis. And one of those tsunamis is headed right for this town in Indonesia. Now, in this town, there's a girl who lives there. We'll call her Four, because she's 4. So Four lives in this town in Indonesia called Meulago. And she lives there with her mom, her dad, and her sibling. So anyway, this huge wave of water is coming towards the town. And everyone is alerted, and they're freaking out, and they're all trying to evacuate. And Four's family, they all jump on a motorbike to try and drive away. But, unfortunately, everyone else has the same idea. So the streets are packed with traffic. And soon enough, pow, one of the tsunamis hits. And the water comes crashing through the town, and the buildings are being knocked over, and people are being swept away. It is complete chaos. And people are panicking. Everyone is grabbing onto whatever they can to stay afloat and not get swept away. And as the water rushes in, Four's dad realizes his 2 little kids are gonna drown if he doesn't do something. So he spots a big floating piece of wood in the water, and he picks up Four and her brother, this kid, Arif. Arif is 7. So Dad picks them both up and he puts them on top of this floating piece of wood to keep them safe. But then, bam, more waves hit and it knocks them all apart. And pretty soon the current catches them and it carries the wood away and the kids are still on it. And Four's parents are screaming, they're like, no, come back! And so the wave carries them out to the ocean. And to make it worse, Four and Arif, they're so young, neither of them know how to swim. So if they fall off this wood or if something knocks them off, they're definitely gonna drown. We'll come back to that. Meanwhile, back in town, things are not looking so great. Meulabo is one of the worst places hit by the tsunami, and there's no way for anyone to send help because all the bridges to get to the capital have been washed away. A quarter of the town's population is without food or water, and most people have to pick through the debris to look for any food scraps. And sadly, Four's mom, who we'll just call Mom, she has to go to the hospital where I guess they bring all the bodies of people who didn't make it. And each time they bring in a new body, she checks it to see if it's Four or Arif. And weeks go by, and Mom is still out there looking for them. Now she's looking through refugee camps too, but unfortunately it's not really looking good. I mean, this tsunami was massive and super deadly. I mean, it killed like an estimated 230,000 across 14 countries. And by the way, this is considered one of the deadliest disasters in modern history. Supposedly the highest recorded waves from the tsunami were over 100 feet high and traveled across the ocean at the speed of 500 miles an hour. That's roughly the speed of a commercial airliner. So imagine 100-foot waves coming at you at the speed of an airplane. That's how insane this natural disaster was. In fact, the earthquake under the ocean that caused the tsunami was so powerful it literally altered the Earth's rotation slightly, which is just wild to think about. Okay, so anyway, back to Four and Arif. At this point, they have drifted away on this piece of wood way out into the ocean, and they've been floating for a long time. And they drift 155 miles from Meulabo, where they're from, all the way to the Banyak Islands. And eventually, Four and Arif, they wash up onto shore, and they have no idea where they are. I mean, remember, they're little kids. But then, a local fisherman spots them, and we'll just call him Fisherman. The fisherman spots them, and I guess he's just like, hey, free kids. So the fisherman snatches them up, and he brings them back to his home with him. Now, Fisherman, he has a wife, who we'll just call wife. So Fisherman and wife, they decide to raise Four and Arif as their own. And that sounds sweet and all, like, oh cool, some nice couple took them in and they decided to take care of them. But here's the sad reality. Wife actually ends up being pretty abusive. Like, sometimes she beats them, and one day I guess she gets super mad at Arif because she ends up throwing boiling water in his face, leaving him with this huge scar. Like, it's really terrible for them there. And after that, after the altercation where she scars him, Arif is officially taken away from them. So now it's just Four living there by herself with this couple. And 2 years later, for whatever reason, Fisherman and wife suddenly feel like, they don't want to raise Four anymore. They're just like, yeah, we're done. So they send her to live with Fisherman's sister. And the poor girl lives there for a couple of years, and I couldn't find any information on what that was like, but I'm sure it wasn't fun. And then several years after that, Four is probably 10 years old at this point. For some reason, Fisherman's sister decides she no longer wants to raise them. So she sends Four to live with Fisherman's mother. So now Four lives with Fisherman's mother. And of course, life isn't all that great there either. Four doesn't really get to go to school much because they're really poor. They don't have enough money for food. So Four spends a lot of her time collecting used water bottles so they can resell them and use the money to eat. And life just sucks for Four now. Not to mention, through all this, she really just misses her real family. And she's constantly wondering if she'll ever even see them again. Until one day, Four is walking home from school. She's minding her own business. And she's like 14 years old now. But she's walking home from school and suddenly, bam, this strange guy, he's just like staring at her. He's looking at her like he knows her. Now the guy, we'll just call him Uncle, because he's actually Four's biological uncle. And Uncle just happens to be visiting the Banyak Islands, and he just happened to cross paths with Four. So Uncle, he's like looking at her and he's like, yo, I know her from somewhere. And he becomes convinced that this teenage girl right in front of him is the same little 4-year-old girl who got washed away in the tsunami all those years ago. So Uncle takes a photo that he has of Four from when she was younger, and he shows it to all the people in the town. He's like, do you think this is the same girl? And everyone in town agrees. They're like, yeah, that's totally the same kid. So then he takes a photo of Four now as a 14-year-old, and he sends it over to his sister, Four's mom, in Meulabo. And Four's mom sees it and she's like, holy sh**, this is my kid. So mom travels from Melilabo over to the Banyak Islands, and after 10 long years, Four is finally reunited with her mother. Wait, but the story's not over yet. I mean, it's great that they found Four, but remember, Arif is still missing. And so this story about them finding Four after she had been missing for 10 years, it's so incredible that it makes news all over Melilabo, all over Indonesia, I mean, all over the world. This story blew up. And then this random woman in the Banyak Islands who owns an internet cafe, she sees one of these news reports about Four being reunited with her family. And in the news report, they show an old photo of Four's whole family, including Arif. And this woman, she's looking at this picture of Arif on the screen and she's like, hey, I think I know him. And of course, Arif, he's no longer a little kid. He's like 17 years old now. And he's homeless. In fact, sometimes he happens to sleep outside this woman's internet cafe. That's how she recognizes him. So I guess she finds a way to get in touch with Arif's family, and sure enough, when they investigate further, they find out that the boy is in fact Arif. And so finally, after 10 years, Arif is reunited with his family, and here's a photo of all of them together. Four is right here, and it looks like Arif is down here in the corner. Good for them. Imagine you're walking to work one day, and suddenly, kaboom, someone drops an atomic bomb on you. Now, imagine if that happened to you twice. So this guy's name is Satomu. He's 29, he lives in Japan, he's a naval engineer, he designs oil tanker ships. He's a really smart guy. And Satomu's been working out of town for about 3 months, because he's been designing this new oil tanker. And it's his last day working away from home, and he is ready to leave that city. He just wants to get home so he can be with his wife and son. So anyway, he's walking to work on this final day, and he's already daydreaming about the day being over. And just as he's reaching the shipyard, suddenly he hears the sound of an airplane buzzing overhead. Which isn't that uncommon, but this plane sounds different. So he looks up and he sees this is not a commercial plane. It's a military plane flying over the city. And as he's staring at it, something drops out of the bottom of it. And as this object falls to the ground, Satomu is watching it, trying to figure out what it is. And that is when suddenly, pow! A crazy bright flash fills the sky, and it blinds him for a moment. And in this split second, Satomu, he's disoriented, but he knows this bright flash is an explosion from a bomb. And light travels faster than sound, so he knows what's coming next. And he immediately dives to the ground for cover. And he rolls over into a ditch, covering his face with his hands and blood, just in time to hear a massive kaboom. And the force of this blast is so strong, it lifts him off the ground and him into the air, spinning him like a tornado. And then bam, he slams to the ground, and he is out. And when he regains consciousness, everything is dark, and his ears are ringing. And he immediately thinks, oh shit, I'm dead. And it takes him a moment to realize he's not. He's alive. And he's lying in a potato patch. And he stands up, and he can barely see through all the thick falling ash around him. But off in the distance, he sees there's a huge mushroom cloud of fire rising into the sky. Because Satomu is in Hiroshima when it was hit by the world's first atomic bomb attack. And so he looks at himself, and his face and his arms are all badly burned, and his eardrums are ruptured, and everything just hurts. So he stumbles through the falling ash with very little visibility, and he makes his way to what is left of the shipyard where he works. And there he finds two of his coworkers, and they're both also covered in ash, and they're both also badly burned. So the three of them look at each other, and they're like, what do we do now? Now here's the thing, Japan is in the middle of World War II right now. And local governments and citizens, they had been constructing air raid shelters all around the country to protect people in the event of bombs being dropped. So the whole country has been prepared for war. So the three men, they look all around and they find one of these air raid shelters. And they go there. And they're inside the shelter and they're all huddled up with some other survivors. And it's there that they hear their first bit of promising news. Somehow, one of the local train stations is still operating. And the trains are still running. So the three guys crash in that shelter for the night. And the next morning, Satomu is like, hey, I need to get back home to my wife and kid. Now, unfortunately, his wife and kid are in another city, many hours away by train. So Satomu and his co-workers, they all three set out on foot, determined to make it to this train station. And they walk all through the city, or what's left of it, and it is an apocalyptic hellscape. Everything is either covered in ash or just straight up on fire. And most of the buildings are just completely decimated. But the absolute worst part is that the streets are littered with charred and melted corpses. So eventually, the three men, they get to a bridge. And they need to cross this bridge to get to the train station. But of course, this bridge is no longer standing. At this point, it's just a pile of wreckage. But Satomu and the other two, they can't stop now. I mean, they've already gone this far. So they decide they have to wade into the river and swim across. But this river is filled with a layer of floating dead people. So they swim through it, and then finally they reach the train station. And Satomu, he gets on a train to go back home. And this train is packed with other people badly burned who had also survived the bomb. And this is an overnight trip, so the next morning, the train arrives at his stop. And Satomu, he gets off and he goes straight to the hospital. And the blackened burns on his face and his hands are so severe that his doctor doesn't even recognize him. But he gets treatment, they bandage him all up, and he heads home to see his wife and son. And when he gets home, he's all burnt up and bandaged up, and his family doesn't recognize him either. Regardless,
Naked exists to make insurance better.
The way we do it is really to our attention. I think it's made getting insurance for a lot of people a lot easier than a lot of the countries.
he's with his family, and he's alive, and he's safe. Until the next morning, Satomu wakes up, and he's a man who is dedicated to his job. Because even though he's severely injured, he gets ready and he heads off to work at the home office in his city. And as soon as he gets to work and his boss sees him all bandaged up, his boss is like, "What the hell happened to you?" I mean, boss had kind of heard there was an attack on Hiroshima, but he doesn't believe Satomu would have survived that. So boss pulls him aside into a conference room. And he's like, "All right, buddy, tell me what the hell really happened." And Satomu, he starts telling the story, like, "Yeah, they dropped a bomb on me back in Hiroshima. It was crazy." And of course, boss is like, "What? There is no way one bomb could destroy an entire city." And famous last words, because at that very moment, pow, a crazy bright flash fills the sky. The exact same flash Satomu saw before. And it blinds him for a moment, but he's been through this, and he knows what's coming this time. And he immediately dives directly to the floor. And then a massive kaboom! And all the windows in the office shatter, and there's debris and glass everywhere. And everything in the office is destroyed and blown over. And when Satomu comes to, all of his bandages have been blown off. And everything around him is complete chaos. A second atomic bomb had just been dropped. And people are panicking and screaming, and the whole city had just been destroyed. And even the building he's in is now mostly a skeleton. And so Satomu, he checks himself. And strangely, he's not any more injured than he already was. And he's relieved, because he just survived 2 atomic bomb blasts. One in Hiroshima, and another one 3 days later in Nagasaki. What are the f***ing odds? But then he remembers his wife and son back home. Like, oh, did the bomb get them? Are they hurt? So Satomu, he runs out of the building, or what's left of it, and he runs as fast as he can through the falling ash, and he's dodging fires left and right, trying to get home. And soon enough, he arrives there at his house. But unfortunately, his home is no longer home. because the whole thing has been reduced to just a pile of rubble. And he is devastated. How could this be? What the hell happened to his wife and kid? All right, so here's what happened. Shortly, just before the bomb dropped, wife decides, Satomu was burned up really bad. I'm gonna go to the store and get some ointment for when he gets home from work. So she takes the son and she goes to the store. And that is when, kaboom, the bomb drops. But luckily, the store is much further away from the blast than the house was. So wife and son end up only having minor injuries. But if you think about it, if Satomu hadn't been injured in that first bomb, then his family may have never gone to the store. And they probably would have died in that second bomb. That's crazy. But anyway, so Satomu does, of course, have radiation poisoning, but he does survive, and he eventually goes on to become a public speaker, speaking out against the use of atomic weapons. And he actually lived a long life after that. He lived to be 93. And then, sadly, he died of cancer, likely related to being in 2 atomic bomb blasts.
In December 2016, hundreds of high school students from around the world gathered in Hong Kong for a global competition. These students were the top math talents from their countries, participating in one of the world's most prestigious events, the Mathematical Olympiad. Among them was a team from one of the world's most secretive and secluded countries, North Korea. 6 young men stepped forward, dressed in white dress shirts and black pants, with loyalty badges of the kings.
Wife, yes, I was already tired of them, but on one condition. You must give me the car and the house. Husband, for me, the most precious treasure in this world is my children. No wealth, no property can ever be compared to them. Here, take the car keys and the house papers. Wife, just looking at your face. Me, wrinkled, lifeless, without an ounce of manliness. Take these things with you and let's see what you can become in this world. But remember this, don't you dare come crawling back to me later. Get out of here. She walks towards the car, picks up her phone, and with a proud smile makes a call. Wife, on the phone. Hello, David. Everything has changed now. I'm divorced. The car is mine. The house is mine. Where are you? Tonight we'll celebrate and enjoy ourselves. Son stops when he sees a beggar woman. He quietly looks at his father as if saying, Dad, she's also human. She has nothing. The father takes out every penny from his pocket and gives it to the beggar. The woman's eyes fill with tears as she holds the money. 5 years later, secretary, the person you've been looking for is right there, sweeping the street. The father's phone rings. With trembling hands and a broken heart, he answers. Father, hello, who's speaking? Principal, this is the principal of Nelson School. When will you pay Jack's fees? The entire class is paid. Only he remains. I'm trying my best to arrange the money. Please just give me 2 more days. Principal, listen, this is a school, not a charity house. If the fees don't come today, I'll be forced to tear up his record. Father, please have mercy. $10,000 is a huge amount. How can I arrange it so quickly? Principal, I don't care. Steal, rob, sell something. Do whatever you must. But if you don't pay today, from tomorrow he won't be allowed to attend school. The father collapses to the ground as if the earth beneath him has given way. Tears roll down his cheeks as he silently weeps in despair. The secretary and her boss had been listening to everything. The boss walks closer and gently says, Boss, father, in a broken tone. Is there a problem? Boss, look carefully. Don't you remember who I am? Father, I'm sorry, I really don't remember. Boss, do you remember 6 years ago, you wiped away the tears of a beggar woman? The father's eyes suddenly brighten with the memory. A faint smile appears on his face. Father, yes, I remember it clearly now. Boss, time has lifted me to this place. Today, I am a businesswoman. How have your days been passing? Father, there's food to eat, clothes to wear, a small job, and the kids are in school. It's fine, boss. The truth is, all these years... Use the gasoline.
For every eyeball, there's a quick fix from Cash Crusaders. Use your value considered flexible It's Vigo. And when you pay back, you get your goods back.
Powered generator. John's mathematical skill eventually got him selected for North Korea's team at the International Mathematical Olympiad, IMO, a prestigious event that brings together the best young mathematicians from around the world. The training process for the IMO in North Korea is intense because the country sees success in these kinds of international events as a matter of national pride. John went through rigorous preparation, spending long hours solving complex problems with the help of top mathematicians in the country. This training was not just about improving his math skills, but also about building a sense of duty and patriotism. The regime puts immense pressure on its participants to not only succeed, but win. John's first trip abroad was eye-opening. Traveling to Colombia for the IMO was a rare chance, since it was his first time leaving North Korea. The trip was full of new things, from the brightly lit cities to the many cars. There were things he had never seen before. His team did great, ranking 5th worldwide, just behind China, South Korea, the US, and Russia. John himself won a silver medal, which was a big achievement. But it wasn't enough for the North Korean regime, which expected him to win gold because of the significant investment they made in him. As John stood on the stage in Colombia, his mind was racing. North Korea had been pushing his training for years, recognizing his talent and potential to contribute to the regime's goals. But why was North Korea so interested in students like him? John knew the regime wasn't pushing him for no reason. John thought back to being given his laptop. What did the regime gain from minds like his? These questions filled John's mind, adding to his anxiety as he prepared to make a decision that could change his life forever. John was facing an uncertain future, with forces beyond his control watching his every move. But unlike John, you can take control over one important part of your life, your online privacy. That's why we use Private Internet Access, the world's most transparent internet access. North Korea's cyber division started in the 1970s, when many students were sent to countries like Russia, China, and East Germany to learn coding. At first, this program aimed to make factories back home more efficient. However, in the 1980s and 1990s, Kim Jong-il realized the potential of creating a team of hackers for the military. This team was responsible for spying for the government and making money. The Korea Computer Center was set up in the early 1990s as the main place for North Korea's computer and cyber activities. The KCC was part of Kim Jong-il's larger plan to modernize the country's technology. At first, the KCC focused on creating software and hardware, but it quickly expanded to include cyber warfare and hacking. The KCC became a training ground for North Korea's top academic talents, teaching them the skills needed for advanced cyber.
For 20 years, we have fueled plans to romance.
That's for training.
Kim Jong-un, who took over after his father, decides to take the cyber division of the military even more seriously. North Korea's economy has been hit hard by international sanctions because of its nuclear weapons program. These sanctions have limited the country's ability to trade internationally and access global financial systems. In response, North Korea has turned to cybercrime as another way to make money. Cyber operations are a low-cost, high-reward way to get around economic sanctions and get money. The regime has managed to steal hundreds of millions of dollars through cyber attacks on banks, cryptocurrency exchanges, and businesses around the world. North Korea has carried out several high-profile attacks that have caught global news attention. Two of the most famous are the Sony Pictures hack in 2014 and the Bangladesh bank heist in 2016. By building a strong cyber infrastructure and carrying out these different cyber attacks, the regime has been able to make money to fund itself. With the ongoing sanctions, North Korea is likely to continue its cyber attacks, primarily through its notorious hacking group, Lazarus. The Lazarus Group is a famous hacking group backed by the North Korean government, training and deploying cyber warriors who use the internet as their battlefield. Lazarus has been linked to some of the most significant cyber attacks in recent internet history. They are well known for their revolutionary hacking techniques, not to mention they have caused millions of dollars in financial losses worldwide. The earliest known attack by the Lazarus Group is called Operation Troy, which took place in 2009. This was a cyber spying operation that used DDoS attacks to target the South Korean government. The rise of the Lazarus Group has led to a significant increase in cybersecurity investments by both private companies and governments all over the world. Companies like Sony are more vigilant than ever, hiring top-of-the-line cybersecurity analysts and using advanced security protocols. Countries have started sharing intelligence about North Korean cyber warriors and collaborating on cybersecurity investigations to track and mitigate the group's activities. For example, the United States have imposed sanctions on individuals and companies linked to the Lazarus Group. One of the most well-known members of the Lazarus Group is Park Jin-hyuk, a North Korean programmer charged by the U.S. Department of Justice in 2018. He was accused of being involved in several major cyber attacks. Park is thought to be a key figure in the Lazarus Group and has been linked to the 2014 Sony Pictures hack and the 2016 Bangladesh bank heist. The U.S. government's charges against Park gave a detailed look into how the Lazarus Group operates. It explained how Park and his team used hacking methods like phishing emails, malware, and social engineering to break into their targets. The charges against Park were significant because it was one of the first times a specific individual was accused of carrying out attacks on behalf of North Korea. Despite the charges, Park is still at large and is believed to be in North Korea, out of reach of U.S. law enforcement. His case shows just how difficult it is to bring North Korean hackers to justice. In North Korea, the journey to becoming a cyber warrior often begins at a very young age.
Nobody ever really wants to claim, but when they claim, being a helping hand really does make a difference. I think that's just a good feeling. You know, people can live their city lives.
Yeah.
As we saw with Jong-Yul Ri, talented students are identified through countrywide testing, particularly in subjects like math and science. Those who show above-average scores are recruited into specialized programs where they receive extensive training in computer science and hacking techniques. The training is intensive and very in-depth, covering various aspects of cyber strategies, including network infiltration, malware development, and software development. These young recruits are taught to see the internet as a battlefield, where they can engage in cyber warfare to further the goals of the North Korean regime. They spend countless hours honing their skills, ensuring that they are prepared for the sophisticated cyber attacks they will later carry out. The daily life of a cyber warrior in North Korea is highly demanding and structured. Recruits live within facilities run by the state. Their routines are strict, with the main part of their day being dedicated to coding, computer science, and penetration testing courses. These cyber warriors usually operate in teams, each member specializing in different aspects of IT, so they can fulfill any mission they are given. They work long hours, often isolated from the outside world, with limited access to information from outside of North Korea. The state provides them with the necessary tools and resources, including top-of-the-line PCs and software. But their activities are closely monitored to ensure loyalty and prevent any leaks. Despite the intense pressure and work environment, cyber warriors are considered elite members of society in North Korea. They receive better food, housing, and other privileges compared to the general population. This special treatment is a part of the regime's strategy to maintain their loyalty, preventing defectors, and dedication to their missions. Defecting from North Korea is extremely dangerous, with the risks of being killed or captured so high. A typical escape usually starts by crossing the heavily guarded borders, normally into China, since the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea is one of the most dangerous borders in the world. North Korea has strict border controls that are riddled with landmines, electric fences, and guards who have orders to shoot on sight. Once in China, defectors still have to avoid being caught by the Chinese authorities, who often send North Koreans back. Being sent back always means punishment beyond belief. Those who are found are persecuted, with their family being sent to work camps. To prevent people from defecting, North Korea uses multiple tactics. One of their main tactics is propaganda. The regime portrays the outside world, especially South Korea and the United States, as dangerous and hostile. They glorify North Korean life and leadership, even though they are starving. This propaganda is reinforced by strict control over information. Citizens have almost no access to foreign media and the internet. State-controlled media constantly spread pro-regime narratives to maintain loyalty and fear of the outside world. Another deterrent is the threat of collective punishment. If someone defects, their family members who remain in North Korea often face severe consequences, including imprisonment, persecution, or execution. This guilt by association policy can extend to 3 generations, making it a powerful tool to control potential defectors. Travel within North Korea is also tightly controlled. Citizens need permits to move between regions, and international travel is relatively impossible for ordinary people. The regime also controls food distribution and jobs, ensuring that citizens rely on the state for their basic needs. Surveillance in North Korea is pretty much everywhere you look. Secret police and informants are constantly monitoring the people. Citizens are also encouraged and rewarded when reporting suspicious activities. If you do attempt and escape and are captured, public executions are not uncommon to remind everyone what will happen if you try to get out. Despite all of this, few North Koreans manage to defect each year. For our friend Jong Yul-ri, the answer became painfully clear after returning home from the 2015 Mathematical Olympiad, when he learned from a friend that senior figures from a secret government agency were interviewing his close friends and relatives. He instantly knew what was about to happen. The state would harness his talent for numbers by giving him a job as a hacker. This filled him with dread. Working in one of the most guarded sections of the military meant that he would be cut off from society and have no freedom whatsoever. He also realized that if he were instructed to join the Cyber Warriors, he could not refuse. Jong knew that he could only compete in the Mathematical Olympiad until he was 18 years old, which meant he could attend one more competition before being recruited. The very next year, at the 2016 Mathematical Olympiad, held at Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, Jong knew this was his last opportunity to get out. Since he was a competitor, he was not heavily supervised at the competition, and he was on friendly terms with the teachers who were accompanying the team. After winning another silver medal that year, Jong took his chance. He walked out of the dorm where he was staying and hailed a cab to the airport. where with the help of one of the airline workers, he found the address of the South Korean consulate. He took another taxi there and told a South Korean diplomat that he wished to defect.
I'm back.
He then spent 7
Back
days
like that.
waiting nervously while the South Korean delegation negotiated his safe passage to Seoul. After Jong's defection, North Korea suspended its mathematical Olympiad program for 2 years and now sends a government agent with the team to ensure that nobody escapes. Jong is now in his early 30s and goes by a South Korean name. He studied mathematics at Seoul National University.
Yeah.
He has still not seen his parents since he defected.
Scooch. What the fuck? This is over. I was a point of watching this.
This famous rapper is now being sued by the police, and it could cost him a lot of money. Now, his name is Afroman. Afroman's 48 during this time, living in Ohio, and he's a rapper, probably most famous for his song, because I got high, something like that. But one day in 2020,
Ryan, get it off! Granddad, is this a broccoli I bought at the store today?
Yeah, I cooked it up for you.
You cooked it with a ham.
It's pork flavored broccoli.
Granddad, there's no...
Many eons ago, I, a benevolent leader,
Who are you? Buddy, I am the Dragon Warrior.
you, him, he's a panda. You're a panda. What are you gonna do, big guy? Sit on me?
Don't tempt me. Now, I'm gonna use this. You want it? Come get it. No!
That's watching Enemy. Was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yes, hello, turtle creatures. I have brought you food.
I'll never forget the night you left me. Krang defeated us. Leo got badly hurt. Master Splinter is gone. We lost. We had nowhere left to go. So we came to the old farmhouse I grew up in, miles away from the city. The first thing we did was take care of poor Leonardo.
this will keep him hydrated, help him heal faster.
Raphael keeps a constant vigil over Leo, waiting for him to wake up.
All right, quiet down, everybody. It's time for my new favorite show.
Akfun. Whoa.
Guys, get out here. Leo? Hey, guys. Leo! You're back! Dude! Take it easy. Let us get you out of here.
So we've been here for 3 months? I've been out that long?
You got us worried sick, Leo.
Here, take some more of my special patented mutagen medicine. You'll be healed in no time.
Oh, how that tastes like it's supposed to come out of me, not go into me.
First thing tomorrow, we're gonna start training again. You and me. I'll have you on your feet in no time. Come on, Leo. You gotta build up those muscles. You've gotten super weak.
Don't rub it in. Oh. Oh man. Oh, I'm gonna.
You okay, Leo?
I think it's that medicine Donnie gave me. I'm not feeling too good.
Come on, let's get back to the farmhouse. You need some rest.
YouTube.
Great. Looks like we need more firewood. What was that? Who's there? Just a deer. Easy, Raph. Don't get paranoid. Been gone for hours.
All right, we split up. April and Casey, you guys take that way. Mikey and Donnie, you take that way.
Split up? Are you local, homie? April and Casey go off alone? Together?
Mikey and Donnie, you take that way.
Ow.
What about you?
I'll wait at the farmhouse in case Raph comes back. I won't be much help out there anyway.
So what's the deal, man? Texted me ever since we left New York.
That's not true. It's just...
What is it? You getting some bad vibes again?
I think something's watching us. Come on, let's keep moving.
Wow. What's this? Hello? Hello? I think it's Raph. He's all leafy and weird looking. Like a salad. Something must have infected him. What?
That's Donnie! Casey? Casey! This isn't funny! Oh no. Casey!
Get on your feet, Leo. Stop whining.
April!
Hey, bro.
Easy, Rap. Try and remember. We're your brothers. That's what I named him. April! My poor sweet chinchilla! Leave him alone! Ah! It's feeding off of him. No, no, no! Ah! You turn my brother into a plant! Let me go, Dream! I'll bash that mutagen straight out of you! Ah! Help! Help! Nemo.
Casey, grab the chains!
That's what you get for messing with my Max, freak! That should hold him. Now come on! We gotta get him back to the lab! Really think you can save Raph? Honestly, I don't know, Leo. I just don't know. Yes! Oh no! Raph! Look at him! It's terrible! What do you mean? He's perfectly normal.
How about now, Mikey?
Whew. Yeah, way better. What the heck is going on? A crazy swamp monster sucked out your mutagen and turned you into a plant, dude. It was awesome. But I used this IV tube to drain all the mutagen out of the cream and back into your body. Cool, right? Killed off the infection like a bad case of shellacne. Cool. Thanks, Don. So what happened to the monster? It got turned back into swamp goo. Pretty wicked, right?
Donnie worked all night to save you. Leo never left your side.
That's what brothers are for.
Guy who is bad as a fool. That was wrong.
This is it. I still can't believe you were working with Karai behind Splinter's back. You don't have to rub it in. Just saying. That sounds more like me. Remember when I wanted to dress up as the Night Watcher vigilante? You talked me out of it? You can always be Turf Vital's faithful sidekick, Nugget Boy.
Yo, what's up? What's poppin'? Hola, 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 hola. Hola, señoritas. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás?
Name's Bolin, by the way.
Cora.
Bolin. Yeah, I told you. You have to stop bringing your crazy.
¿Cómo estás?
So what were you going to teach me first? Rock a ranch? A tremor? Oh, maybe I can learn to make a whirlpool on land. Let's start with move a rock. Sounds good. Sounds good. The key to earthbending is your stance. You got
It was the
You know what I like
amazing
most
words
about
of
yard sales?
Ka.
Is I get to learn a lot about people from the stuff they own. Take this, for example. What if Banana Bob was a rock star? What do you think he does with the ski mask?
That's called a banana clava. I wear it to typically tan my lips and eyelids. You should totally buy it. People love this thing, especially the guys at the bank. They always put their hands in the air and start waving and throwing money at me.
What's this for?
That's a toilet swing. You see, when you're a banana, you have trouble sitting on the toilet without dipping in. So what you do?
Stop! That was way too descriptive. Now I don't know whether to scream or throw up. Hey guys, do you have any money? How about both? Well, that mask is still the best thing here. How much does he want for it?
Half a penny.
Okay, here's a penny.
I'm sorry, but the price is fixed. Half a penny.
Dude, half pennies don't exist. That's like half a sentence. It doesn't make any...
That sentence made no sense.
Exactly.
Okay. You tried a hard bargain. You can have it for half a penny.
Dude! What if I buy this painting with it? How much then?
$50.
Alright, whatever.
You could have just given me 50 cents.
Why, you little... No, look! What? Look at that! What the... What? Close enough. Dude, who painted this?
I know.
Okay. When did she paint this?
I don't know. All this stuff's been in the garage for years.
How's that possible? It's amazing.
And you know what's more amazing? I'll let you have the whole kit and caboodle for half a $7 bill.
Wait a minute. We're in this painting too. Yeah, is that what my head looks like from behind? It's like a... Up here, butt cheeks after liposuction. This is weird. Look at the date. She painted this years before it happened. How could you know about that? Well, you got a bit of a reputation, my friend. What? You know, you're the kind of guy who likes to take his boat out, all his sails on fire, a burger in each hand, a cape on his back, ready for Valhalla. What's that supposed to mean? I don't know. I went too far with the metaphor and lost the plot myself.
Well, at least I've got the decency to keep my clothes on.
Wait, that never happened. But everything else she painted has. Look, October 24th. That's impossible. That's today.
Hey, Bob, how much for the binoculars?
$5.
You got a deal. Just a second.
Let me give you a hand.
I'll just pay by card. Bob?
Who's responsible for that?
I always thought I was gonna have 15 minutes of fame, not 15 years of shame. Well, just because Banana Barber can paint the future doesn't mean you can't change it. You're the master of your own destiny. Oh, I'm the master of my own destiny. The future was not written. There is no fate, only the choices we make. Actually, that's really smart. I don't know why I'm belittling your advice. That's exactly what I should do. I decided to act and take control of my own future by sitting here and doing nothing. Right, and here it comes.
Because if you don't go to the mall, you can't be naked at the mall.
There it is, well done. Okay, I'm gonna stay here and not move a muscle. Good move, Gumball. Sometimes it's better to miss an opportunity rather than invite disaster.
I'll be watching Amazing World of Gumball for 2 hours. My rest day. I watch a lot of anime.
I got so much energy! If I sit still for 10 seconds, this is what happens! I need to be restrained! Dude, knock me out! What? I'm not hitting you! Please, do it for me! So it would be like an act of love? Yes! Okay. Here it comes! Come on, man, what are you? Vegan? Just bring it! The exactly hard enough to hurt as much as possible without knocking me out. You couldn't have done it worse. Just try again. Remember, it's all in the hips. Twist and strike. Twist. Ow! Why am I not unconscious yet? You need your brain to touch your skull in order to pass out. Are you saying I've got a small brain? Yes, but I'm also saying you have a massive, clinically oversized, monumental head. Is it really that big? Because all I can see in the mirror is this. Anyway, none of this matters as long as I don't end up at that stupid mall.
Oh my gosh, the mall! We need to buy you new clothes, Gumball. Thanks for reminding me.
What? No! Why do I need new clothes?
Well, you've been wearing that sweater constantly for the past 3 years.
I can't take it off. It doesn't go over my head.
Come on, guys, get in the car. It's nice and early. The mall will be quiet.
No! Okay!
Okay, so the rules are pretty simple. You roll the dice and take a dare card. If you do the dare, then you move forward that many spaces. If you don't, then you have to take a dodge card and move half the spaces.
Okay, and how do you win?
You don't win, you survive.
Okay, but how do you actually win?
Oh, you have to roll an exact number to land on the last square. Dad, you're up.
I feel sorry for whoever's got to do this one. Officer, please! I need to report a theft!
Yes, finally! What did the thief look like?
Well, he was wearing a monocle.
Uh-huh. Okay. Anything else?
Yes, he had a big furry mustache.
Uh-huh. Very much. Okay. Any other distinguishing features?
Yes, he was dressed as a yodeler. Aren't you going to write that down?
Just testing something. And what did that man steal?
A kiss.
You actually did it?
Oh yeah, that's how it always starts, with the laughing and the dares, and then later the horror and fear. I know.
Order a prank pizza.
Uh-huh. And what's the address?
420 Grove Street. Oh, and could you add some turkey gizzards?
As well as the ice cream, pig's foot, and oysters?
Yes, it's an old family recipe invented by my grandfather, Old Joe Windy Pants.
Oh man, I wish I could be there to see that feature arrive.
Okay, 420 Grove Street.
That's right.
Pizza guy. What are you talking about? I sell pizzas. Why don't I buy one? Well, someone's gotta pay for this. I'm not paying for this order. What am I supposed to do with this now? Give it to me. I'll show you.
This is pretty stuff.
Call the cops and tell them we won't release you until our demands are met.
My bad, chill.
I'm gonna disguise my voice.
My bad. My bad.
Hello, police? We have taken control of the school. And you better do what we say, or
There'll be consequences. Oh, sorry.
there'll be consequences.
Oh, come on, Alan. You're telling me you don't even recognize the balloon?
Wait, I do recognize him.
Yeah?
I saw him in our house last night.
Yeah?
On TV. Elmore's Most Wanted.
It's just our parents trying to teach us a lesson. Like when my dad tried to teach us the dangers of texting while walking.
Help me! I pulled down the home because I was texting while walking.
Don't! You can't seriously be scared of these guys.
Of course I am. They're criminal masterminds.
I just think it would be fun. I've never been in a hovercraft.
No, we should ask for a private jet. They always ask for a private jet.
Could it be a private hovercraft?
We need to ask for money. How much?
It doesn't matter. The police know this is all fake.
See? They're not scary.
You're right. We just need a leader to reason with. Someone brave. Someone who's not afraid to look the enemy in the eye. Someone who laughs in the face of danger. I would say you, Gummo, but you're obviously sick. Maybe let's...
No, me! I'll do it!
Oh, the hovercrafts are true.
Dad?
It's Mr. Pink.
Fine, Mr. Pink. I know it's you, Dad.
I've never heard of this dad of whom you speak. I'm just a criminal. How did I become a criminal, you ask?
I didn't ask.
I suppose it all started when I was 11 years old and skipped a math class. And for this crime, the punishment was harsh and swift. I spent 12 years in juvie, then 5 years inside, then 24 years on the run, then 30 years back in the big house, then a further 7 in solitary.
That makes you 89. It doesn't add up.
Well, I wouldn't know because I skipped that math class.
Sure. So I assume you all ended up in a life of crime through skipping school?
Well, my tragic story starts on the right side of the tracks, but boy, it sure doesn't stay there.
Yeah, we get it.
But like the whole thing. Don't I get to... Oh.
See, I told you, it's loaded with gooey.
Leave the wheel and get me closer. 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 Closer.
Yeah, well.
Okay, here goes. We are willing to meet your demands. I'll turn the money over in 3, 2, 1.
What if they told the truth?
We had an accident with so many people committed.
I think that's it.
That one's gonna hurt the taxpayer. So, we need another $1 million. Yeah, double the demand.
Wow, you're really going big on this.
Ooh. Fuck. Ooh. I don't know how much push-ups I did, but I think maybe 30 something. That was bad. It's really painful. So happy if it's your first time seeing me today. Show some love. Putting some water on my chest is paining, you know. No matter how many push-ups you do, chest, you always feel the pain. If you're doing it right, you need to feel the pain. Must feel the pain. Ain't no cold water, you know. Dang. It's frozen. It's frozen. Fuck. Ooh. I think I'm gonna do more push-ups. So I already started. Here's what I was. Icy water. Chest is huge because I do a lot of push-ups.
Steamroll Infinity, passion, food, and love. Experience a flavor sensation of
What it is? What's up, Lindy? You good? You don't have no tripod, so yeah, my bad then. I mean, Hey, Pusha, thank you for subscribing to the first time seeing me today. Wala, mas dulu. Şu anda kuş geçiyor bu. Better. Woo! Guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining.
I just need to clear my mind now. It's been racing since the summertime.
Thanks for joining.
This isn't just a cup of strong and smooth escapade. This is a cup of fresh perspective. A cup of putting myself first.
Go to the air.
Woo! Can you just music? Woo! Line. Yeah, like a tree. He got the waves. It's really funny. For
Woo! Stress, yes, because naked people get comprehensive car insurance online in seconds.
Protex is different. While other soaps work on the surface, Protex's breakthrough technology absorbs into your skin to give you 24 hours longer lasting germ protection. Protex protects against 99.9% of germs.
Let's see my face. Fix it. As we know that I'm not other people have a bit. Shit. Woo! Go check.
You're not gonna change that. But you just say, I'll change the bueno. Took my feet off. Fuck. This is sexy. Happy ending. Happy ending. Ending. Woo! Tired as fuck. Ugh. Guys, I'm tired. That's why I'm heavy breathing. I'll quick it fast.
I want to let you guys know how proud I am of y'all, because we all decided to take this chance 3 years ago. I didn't think we could sit here at this table task completed. Of course, there's a lot more work to do, which we won't get into for the sake of being more comfortable. But I will say, I'm proud of each and every one of y'all. You know, it takes a lot of balls and a lot of heart. I just want to let y'all know I love y'all. I just wish I wasn't so damn ugly.
I'm the man who saw this through from its inception. No matter how big this thing gets, how much money we end up making, I'll always remember the worth of this man. Make it hard to spot the general by working like a soldier.
Nah, I'm too tired. Can't even lift myself. Ooh! I don't know how that time to fast. Guys, please like my live stream. So happy if it's the first time singing today. Nah, I think that's it. Can't go any further. I'm tired. This panel was not even counting. It's just going. Some water. Stand. Nice. Whoa. Ooh. Training is hard, yo. It ain't for everyone. I understand if you don't want to train. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Please take care. Then, okay, physics check before. Now my chest is pumped. As I'm becoming very big, yo. I'm becoming huge. Probably too big. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Take care. Thanks for joining. I'll see you later.